All right, let's just dive right in. We're about to unpack a story that starts with this incredible, amazing promise of clean, limitless energy. But believe me, it does not end there. It ends with a secret, a technology so powerful it could redefine not just our energy future, but the very nature of national security itself.
So I want you to hold this question in your mind as we go through this. What if the race to save the planet was also a secret race to build the next ultimate weapon? We're going to peel back the layers on a technology that's being sold to us, to the public, as our salvation, but might already be a weapon secretly funded and deployed by some of the biggest names in tech. Okay, so our investigation has to start right here, with the undisputed commercial leader in a radical, almost unbelievable new form of fusion energy. This company, Helion, is the public face of the revolution. Now look, this isn't science fiction. It's a totally legitimate and, frankly, brilliant field of physics called field-reversed configuration, or FRC. Just think of it like this. You're creating a stable, self-contained ball of super-hot plasma, like a miniature sun that doesn't need all those massive, complex magnets of other fusion reactors. This is the breakthrough that unlocks compact, incredibly powerful fusion. And sitting right at the top of this entire field is Helion Energy. I mean, they are the standard bearer. This is the company that's been hitting milestones and getting results that, for a very long time, people thought were decades away, if they were even possible at all. And what's just staggering here is the amount of private money that poured in, recognizing this potential. We're not just talking about regular venture funding. That number you see, $375 million, that's a massive personal commitment from one person, Helion's chairman and the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman.
But look, Altman isn't just some passive investor writing a check. He is a direct channel for strategic influence. His presence at these elite, super secretive gatherings like the Bilderberg meetings, that puts Helion and its FRC technology right in the middle of the most powerful strategic and security interests in the entire Western world. This isn't just a business anymore. It's being positioned as a critical strategic asset. But this is where the story takes a very sharp and, frankly, a very concerning turn. Because this supposedly commercial breakthrough, it didn't just pop up out of nowhere in some Silicon Valley startup. No. It has a long, hidden, and publicly funded military past.
You see, for decades, your tax dollars, our tax dollars, funded the foundational research at Los Alamos National Labs that made all of this possible. But everything changed around 2018. Public funding was drying up, and Helion's brilliant co-founder, Dr. John Slew, pivots back to his other company, MSNW. And what happens right after that? Well, MSNW suddenly starts getting a non-public, classified funding stream to develop the exact same FRC technology, but for a military propulsion system.
And what this created was, well, you can only call it a strategic deception, a deliberate split. Helion became the public-facing champion for clean energy, right? Attracting billions in private investment and a ton of goodwill. At the exact same time, MSNW took the core, taxpayer-funded technology down a parallel, secret, and explicitly military path. It's one technology with two very different faces.
Now, let's follow the money. Because when you do that, the whole public story just completely falls apart, and you start to see the blueprint for a monopoly. And frankly, this is where the story becomes truly outrageous.
Just look at this network. Peter Thiel's Mithril Capital was one of the first and most persistent investors in Helion. Now, this isn't just any old venture fund. This directly links Helion to an ecosystem of the most powerful next-gen defense contractors on the planet. Palantir, the data mining giant for the intelligence community, and Anduril, the company building the future of autonomous defense systems. And this reveals the real strategy that's at play here. This is not a diversified portfolio of interesting tech companies. No, this is the intentional, calculated construction of a vertically integrated next-generation defense monopoly. And what's Helion's role in all of this? It's being funded and positioned to be the revolutionary new power source for that entire ecosystem.
So we have to ask the obvious question, right? If Helion is just a simple clean energy startup, why in the world is it funded by the exact same capital and intertwined with the exact same companies that are building the future of warfare? It's a deeply disturbing question, and the answer is becoming terrifyingly clear.
And this strategy, it's even bigger than just the Thiel network. I mean, take a look at Bill Gates' Breakthrough Energy Ventures. It's pouring billions into a whole portfolio of other fusion concepts with companies like Commonwealth Fusion Systems and Pacific Fusion.
This isn't about finding one winner. It's about ensuring American strategic dominance over the entire fusion landscape, locking it all down before it can become a technology for the whole world. Which brings us to the final and, I have to say, the most shocking part of this entire investigation. Because this is not a theoretical exercise about what could be built someday. This is about what this secret, billionaire-funded, taxpayer-seeded ecosystem has already built and already deployed.
To really get how they pulled this off, you have to look at the entire commercial fusion sector. As you can see, it's a huge, vibrant ecosystem. You've got all these brilliant companies, all pushing the boundaries of science, all working on different little pieces of the fusion puzzle.
But here's the thing. This vibrant public ecosystem is being exploited. It's being used as what you could call a permeable membrane. It lets the secret military program, the Compact Fusion Reactor, or CFR, to continuously and quietly siphon off the best ideas, the biggest breakthroughs, and the smartest people from the unclassified world, all while keeping up a perfect wall of secrecy. It's a one-way street for innovation, from the open world straight into the black. And it all comes down to this one final question. What is the ultimate product of this vast, secret, publicly seeded, billionaire-funded machine? What is the real endgame of this monopoly?
The answer is profoundly disturbing. The technological breakthrough that this entire hidden infrastructure has enabled is the very power source behind the immense energy and the incredible performance of the phenomena documented in the MH370 orb video. This technology was used and concealed during Operation MH370. So let's just be perfectly clear about what this all means, because it's something I find deeply, deeply outrageous. A revolutionary power source born from public research with the potential to power our cities and literally save our planet has been captured by strategic private capital, systematically hidden behind a clean energy company, and secretly weaponized. A technology that was meant for all of humanity's future has been turned into a secret instrument of power.